All right, guys, welcome to another fabulous and furry episode of Good Dunning. I'm going to quickly get up here real quick and wipe off the camera because it's a little smushed. But you'll see. Here we go. All right, there we go. Go wipe off the camera. That's much better. Now I'm not as fuzzy vision here, right? Welcome, guys, to Good Dunning here. My name is Josh. Used to be Mr. Floyd. Mr. Floyd is integrating into Josh here. No longer need to have some sort of shadow self. How are we doing? PG Henny, beautiful. All right, guys, welcome. Super sexy Pat. I love it. PG, I love you, brother. Super sexy Patu. What's going on, man? How awesome. Hey, I got modified. Loretta, welcome, beautiful soul. It's nice to see you. Tina, love you. All right, we're going to wait till people pile in. We've got a few things to discuss. Victor, beautiful soul of light and love as well. Grateful for all of you. Yeah, so big shifts here. We're going to talk what's going on. Viviani, Rush, Good Dunning. So yeah, this is partly, if you're new here, welcome, subscribe, hit the bell. If you're watching this in the rewind or replay, thank you. I appreciate you. Couple of things to go over real quick. If you watch this, you've got to realize that this is partly it's Josh's universe, so you're going to hear about my universe and what's going on. It's been a minute since Good Dawning, which is going to be back in the saddle, so to speak. And so yeah, and so am I, gratefully, and kind of been over the past few weeks. Grand Rising, everyone in chat, sending blessings, love, and blessings and positive vibes to you all. Beautiful, Hershey, thank you. And of course, don't forget to do all the YouTubey things. Please like and subscribe. Welcome, guys. Changes, to say the least. Dora, welcome. I'm working, so I'll be here listening to you. Oh, thank you. All right, so changes. Henny, all of you guys. First off, I'm going to be as honest as I can here. We're close. I'm looking to move out of here. Here's what's going on. I am no longer... welcome, Shelly. Welcome as well. All you guys, really, I am grateful to see all of you here. All right, so here's what's going on. We are no longer with Red Bull. Red Bull, it's not like I lost a job. The woman who I was filling in for came back from her sabbatical or what have you, and so we are no longer at Red Bull. I picked up a few shifts with Argus, right, with the security firm, but those are in the wintertime kind of far and few between. So what I'm asking for, guys, and yeah, I didn't put it in the chat or anything. I guess I should maybe tomorrow, but it's all in my in the actual description of the channel here. We actually have real links here that I put into the description of the channel. We're real close, guys. I'm asking you guys are my family, right? I mean, let's be honest here. You're my favorites, right? I always wish you guys favor, and so use a little help. We're super close to the amounts that I need to get out of here. Not to get out of here, but to move to Cincinnati, back to my mom's, and at least for the moment, crash at her place. But gratefully. But so we're real close. And any basically, since I'm no longer working for Red Bull, which was the fundage to get me, any help would be great, guys. I certainly appreciate it. Yeah, Red Bull ended. Fortunately, it was kind of, and then I have to kind of stay here and think of Miles and a few other things that kind of happened here. Miles did a secondary snowstorm that the weather didn't, and we got one yesterday. We had 6 inches of snow yesterday, and it's the same day that they said, "Hey, you no longer need to work for Red Bull." She's back and going to start her route today. So I got saved from driving in the snow, but it did dismantle the fundage that did. But at the same time, guys, I'm like that close. So any help that you guys want to give, I would be eternally and beyond grateful for. I'm not. It's time to heal the hole that's been sitting in myself for 50 years, and there's no need to sit here any further, because the longer I sit here, the more that hole just gets bigger, because I know it's about to heal, right? And so sitting here in that duality space, which is not fun, it's kind of like a slice of hell. Yeah, it's time to go. And the universe, as I see it here, open that slice up, that space, right, that window, to kick me down the street, and to kick this universe forward here and heal that hole that's been sitting here. Literally, look, for 50 years, I've had 2 bankruptcies fill in that hole, and you name it. And yeah, I'm not proud of it either, but it's what it is, right? So yeah, so it's time to go heal what I didn't know, right? And so any help, we are working, but yeah, so we'll get another paycheck from Argus as well. But I'm literally right there. My shot is here. I'm going to order these U-Haul pods, right? Not the regular pods, but the U-Haul pods, and we're going to. They can store them for $153 a month, so it's cheaper than a storage bin. And then once I get an apartment, they'll drag them back to my house, and so that's perfect. Drag them to my apartment, but they get stored in Ohio there. But so any help, guys, would be beyond gratefully appreciated because we're right there, and financially, it's wire, right? And I mean, even in the empty space there, I'm going to do some door dashing as well. But 145,000 miles on a car doesn't bode well for door dashing either. So favor. So anything you guys, any help would be greatly appreciated from the family here. And one day you'll wake up, not too shortly. We're looking hopefully by December 16th, 17th that week. Favor, guys. And we'll get the packing here. But any help from anybody, any of you guys would be greatly appreciated. As soon enough, you'll see good dawning from my mother's living room, right? And you even know, right? We might even have a two tango good dawning here, right? So you get to meet my mom as well. And really, all this has been journey to heal the hole that I've been carrying for 50 years, and it's time to put a plug in that hole, to say the least. So there you go, guys. So any help to get there to plug this hole that I didn't even know was really a hole until just a few months ago, and you've been all part of this journey here. We're right there. So grateful and thankful for all of you. So all right, so there we go. So that's where the channel stands. That's where we stand in the universe here, at least in Josh's universe. And so any help to get to finish off the financial goal, really, it's just really getting the gas money, and $500 would pretty much roll it all out. Not even, but we're close, and so I'm also waiting on a mileage check, so that'll help too. But grateful, guys. We've got one more rent to pay, and 700 and change for another 6 months, 6 weeks, 2 weeks of rent. Crazy, ain't it? Then we get out of here. Rent gets paid on the 14th. It's in the bank, but it's just enough to cover the U-Haul and gas, right? So thanks, guys. I appreciate all of you. John, thank you. Have a great day. Thank you. I can't even come close to explaining. Oh, it's been a roller coaster, and even sitting here, working my energies to get out, it's just been a roller coaster, and so good. And as you can see, I had to take some time off of YouTube just to recenter myself and figure out who and where I stand and what's going on with me. And so, if you guys haven't seen a lot of me, that's part of it. That and working my tail off to try to whatever the universe has given me, I'm taking it and working my tail off. So, thank you, Tina. Thank you. I deprived her of being a mom for 50 years, and I don't know. It's crazy. All right, let's see what we get from Kuan Yin. And again, all the links, if you guys do want to help, are attached to the description of the channel here, and I'll post them tomorrow. But thank you. Any help is grateful. But either way, Good Dawning is back on the daily. We'll do Saturday show as well. And so the show is back, and we are back. Bear with me. I got to blow my nose here. I'm going to get a tissue. Piece of toilet paper, at least. I'm blowing my nose here. But so the show's back. We're back Monday through Saturday here. And nothing as far as that goes. And part of not doing Good Dawning on the daily is really shaking my center a little bit, because everybody has their morning core, right? What do you do in the dawning, right? What's your deal? And so this is my deal. And so to center me up, right? Some people meditate, some people, outside of watching Trista's tuning forks now as well, right? But amazing. So yeah, check those out. I kind of, like I said, I fell behind on YouTube, and then that did just catch up. But yeah, so Trista's doing rotating each chakras each morning, doing 11 minutes per chakra there. So Witchy Trista. So check those out. I watched one of them. Like I said, I haven't been a lot on. I've been focusing on figuring things out and focusing on rebalancing myself. So yeah, please, universe, give her grace. I just popped in. You all right, Josh? Yeah, Lindsay. No, yeah, no, we're good. We're just at that cusp here of getting ready to move, and financially, we're kind of just right there. So, but yeah, so yeah, no, we're good. It's just seeing the hole that I've been in for 40, 50 years, right? That I created, that I didn't even know I created, that I've been trying to fill, that we're going to go heal now. And so, yeah, so just grateful. All right, let's see what we got here. I take my adult kids back in anytime. Oh, favor. Thank you, Mo. I thank you. I got this, Josh. So much love to Mom. Yeah, you'll get to meet her eventually on the live, because I'll be doing it from her house. As at the moment, I have no apartment. I have no funds to do so, and I'm moving with not even a job. I'm just moving in trust that it's time to pick up, and as the healing starts, the universe will kick in behind, I'm sure. But exactly, you're making me cry. My thoughts are with you. Oh, Loretta, thank you. Grateful. It's been Henny, thank you. I cannot even come close to explaining how excited I am for Josh's mom getting her baby. Oh, save her. I know I didn't. I didn't really do anything. I just reacted to the situations that anybody would have, and nobody understood as to what happened. And so, climb out of the box that I threw myself in, and nobody really. My mother had her inklings, and we all did, or she did, and I had even my own inklings that I might have been abused. Just over the past like year, but 2 years really. But so yeah, favor. Oh, thank you guys. All right, so thank you, Lindsay. We're good. It's yeah, we're just real close financially. So any help, guys, from the family would be blessed. Um, if as a matter of fact, if you're to be honest here, if you're wanting to donate, do have my and I haven't done so in a while, but we do one-on-one sessions with Archangel Raphael, Saint Germain, Goddess Isis, Kuan Yin, Sekhmet, and White Buffalo Calf Woman, especially White Buffalo Calf Woman in some ways. Thank you. Yeah. So yeah, if you're interested in a conversation with any of them, certainly let me know. But thank you guys. Grateful for all of you and the support that you guys have continued to show. And as we continue here on Good Dawning, and it's not going to, the show won't stop. It may be, depending on jobs. And of course, now moving to the East Coast. So time shifting is going to be interesting, because if I were to go live at this time, East Coast, it'd be fine. But if I go live at 10 o'clock, right, it's 10:45. We're not going to be doing. So Good Dawning's time will definitely change. Most likely I'll be working somewhere at 10:45. In the almost afternoon, but here it's 8:45. So this is going to get interesting too. The whole time shift, right? So yeah, it's all going to get. Here we go, guys. Exactly. All right. So where are Cincinnati, Ohio, which is the dead end of the Eastern time zone. So it'll be fun. All right. So let's cut we got Kuan Yin here for today. See what she's got as far as energy, and then we'll work with the cards. Otherwise, thank you so much for hitting the thumbs up on your way in, everyone. Thank you. Looking forward to a big, genuine smile, Mom. Mom and Josh back together. Yeah, Ohio. Literally, I'll be like not too far from Angela, believe it or not. 45 minutes. Teresa, love you. Welcome, beautiful soul. Yeah, thank you, guys. Going to Ohio, right? You will be fairly close to me. I'm in West Virginia. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, not far at all. West Virginia, 5 hours, 4 hours. Absolutely. But yeah, I'm in the southwest corner of Ohio, so it would be the other side. But yeah, absolutely. All right, we're gonna put on do not disturb. All right, so like riding a horse here. Let's get back on the Good Dawning here, and the 45 minutes to Angela. Awesome. Yeah, she's basically north. But yeah, all right. So let's see what we've got. We're gonna cut the cards here and see what we get from Kuan Yin. All right, and the title will be I don't think this is all real. This living universe is realer than we have actually want to think in some aspect. All right, the Book of Changes is the card. card that landed back on the floor. First, let's show you Isis, or not Isis, Kuan Yin, and her beautiful divine feminine self, and of course the grace that Kuan Yin gives us. But the card, let me backwards, but the Book of Changes. I don't know. Things just happen the way they do, right? Just like beautiful but unusual melody, the divine plan is unfolding through your life. Shut the front door. Although it isn't always predictable, Kuan Yin is guiding you in every right direction. Even if you do not fully understand what is happening in your life right now, allow Kuan Yin to bless you with trust in the unfolding path of your own divine, and the unfolding of your own divine path. There we go. So, So yeah, so Kuan Yin is definitely the Book of Changes. I can't, crazy. All right, so let's. Actually, we're gonna use. All right, we're gonna use the Divine Masters deck here from Kyle Gray, and we may mix in the. This isn't a reading show or anything, but we do readings here. Or at least open in the front. Inner Child deck as well from. New deck I got. So let's see what we don't need the book. So let's see what we got here from Kyle Gray here. And, Karma, good dawning, beautiful soul. Well, if card's going to flip over there, we're going to take it, right? See if we get another one to flip out, or we'll go to the. All right, so we got two cards. Then we'll go to the Inner Child deck here and see what we get as well, and put it all together, right? We're going to do a little different here. It's all coming. It's all going to be different. But yeah, so we do have a couple of shifts at least next few days. So a little more money's coming in, gratefully. But any help, would be grateful. But so yeah, we're working tomorrow. I'm working Disney on Ice. That'll be yay. I'm not even working the door, which is usually the case. I'm in another location, so I actually may end up seeing Disney on Ice tomorrow. How fun is that? Yay. We'll see. I think I'm an usher or something, but I don't know. I was really drunk at the time, but we shall see. Fatima, beautiful soul. All right, so let's see what we got here from the cards. All right. Kuan Yin out of the way. Right? And today we're also going to work with some smoky quartz, and tomorrow we're going to do a combo of smoky quartz and citrine, and we'll explain here. All right, so the first card that came out was Kuthumi, right? So Shum. So Kuthumi, initiatory experience. Your current situation is initiating your gifts. Holy cow, I don't. So yeah, what is in your current situation that is initiating your gifts? So the change here in my universe is definitely initiating something for sure. The next card we got is Elmoria. There we go. Let's say this right. Elmoria. Spiritual force field teaching. There we go. Protective light is surrounding you as you are safe. So it's Elmoria is letting you know that whatever is going on in your universe, you are definitely safe. And then the Inner Child deck, that's the back of the deck here. We have number 30, and it's a say yes. So it's asking us to say yes. Are you? Yeah, right. So now is the time to be open and receive. So a little bit of a personal reading maybe as well, but favorite guys. All right, so if we put it all together here, whatever's going on in your universe currently, hello, I'm on my way to John. Welcome, beautiful soul. And yeah, if you don't know who John is, John's Fatima's brother. And they both have a channel there. Fatima usually features John's stuff as well. So check out John. I mean, if you haven't subscribed to his channel there. And of course, he's also an amazing guitarist too. So if you want to hear some original guitar work from John, that it's on his channel too. But you can see their lives in Canada. And when you're down in, when you get cold, and if you think you're cold, then you can watch their winter in Canada, right? Nice and warm. Favor. But yeah, anybody who lives above, it's like you're above you're like colder, above North Dakota. When you're above North Dakota and you're above Minnesota, I give you favor because, cold. favor. Not that where they live is. They're above Detroit, but nonetheless. Way above Detroit. But all right, Cthulhu. So Cthulhu initiatory experience. So what's going on in your universe? What gifts is it initiating for you? What is it breaking free? What is it opening into your universe? El Moria, spiritual force field. So protective light. So stand in that protection as I know that you are safe, and thank you. That we really all are safe. It's whether you see it in your universe or allow the safety. Angela, beautiful in your universe. Welcome. And I never did, and I'm going to be honest, Angela, I never did send your rock, but I'm putting together a box, and since I'm getting ready to move here within a week, and we're going to put together, you're going to get a different, and more than just the crystal I sent you, and I are going to send you. I'm actually putting together a little box of stuff for you, so that'll be before I get out of here, that'll go out to you. So 30, say yes. This comes from the Inner Child book, and so we're going to see what number 30 means here. And this is a new deck that I got. You know how many years? Literally a year. I'll get a new deck, and I never bought a new deck. They came to me gratefully. But so say yes. Being truly open to life can be a bit unnerving. There are so many possibilities and unknowns as we can never analyze them. While there is much wisdom in weighing the options before us, sometimes there will be aspects of the future that we can never truly know until we walk that road. All right, there we go. It is in the moments that we have to take a leap of faith and say yes. If you have pulled this card now, it might be time to open up and receive. How much more receiving do we need in this deck, in this reading, right? There we go, guys. It's all about what's surrounding you, what's receiving you, initiating for you. And in your universe, just as well as mine, as to what's initiating, what are you receiving, and what's coming in your universe. Grateful. We're working, install Christmas lights. Beautiful. Installing Christmas lights. That's awesome. Beautiful favor to we'll save this one out too. I saved the cards out just for the energy while the show's going on. Lakeside Laura, beautiful soul. So join me. We're going to be doing good donning from the road when I move, but we will do a good donning just not that Sunday, but yeah, even if it's a drive and good donning, right? We can watch the road go by. I am driving to Cincinnati here, but so grateful. So since the job is no longer in my frame, it took two wonderful friends to kind of kick me over the edge to see that there's no reason to stick around here in Colorado per se in the time frame anymore, because I'm just costing and spinning. So at this point, so we're going to escalate things and move things forward to get out of Dodge here. And so any help that you guys, my lovelies here, would want to donate, I would be eternally grateful. I may even be leaving here with a paycheck still on its way, but at least there's something coming on the back end. But all the links are in my channel description, and they're actual physical links now. We learned some gratefully. I shut my head for a minute and listened to somebody who taught me how to put the links up. I didn't know how to get the links to the chat up in the chat there, or in the channel description. But thank you, beautiful soul. Thank you. It's a lot of shift. What's shifting in your universes here, guys? And it's crazy to think, had I not reached out that one email that my mother sent me there, and actually picked up the phone and called, which was meant to be. Are you headed to Chi-Town? No, Lakeside. Here's what's going on. And I'll give you the 411 as well. So just as the last recap here, to you guys who came late, and thank you. And thank you, Lakeside. No, I'm not going to Chicago. Dad doesn't even know he lives in Chicago anymore. And so it's not going to do me much. Mother's 77 and has, is alone and totally cognizant. And Dad, and I need to heal the mother wound. The dad wound, I can live with the dad wound. It's attached as we were going to really get. He's never been an attachable guy anyways. But my mother, I detached and pushed in the corner. So we're moving to Cincinnati. I was working, as we know, for Red Bull, but that ended, right? So Red Bull is over. As the person yesterday, we had 6 inches of snow, and the same day that person decided to come back to work, right? from their sabbatical. So we always knew it was going to end. It was supposed to end the 15th of this month, and then they extended it to the end of the month, and now it ended. They came back early, so that's fine. And so I didn't have to drive in the snow yesterday. But now that leaves, obviously, a bit of a financial space to move me. So yeah. So of course, it also leaves a gap in time. So we are going to be moving exactly to WKRP, which is actually WKRC as the actual channel, but WKRP. And if you listen to it, read it properly, it's W crap, but KRP is crap, right? But nonetheless, and yeah, but nonetheless, WKRC channel 12. There you go. But in Cincinnati, but that's the channel the show aired on. So there you go. So with a little bit of a nod to that channel, but yeah. So we're moving back and going to mom's, but because we no longer have Red Bull for the next 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 3 weeks. We just lost like $1, 2, 3 grand. So any help financially would be really, really helpful, guys. I did pick up 3 shifts at Argus over the next few days, so that'll help. But we won't see that till like next week, 2 weeks. So any help would be certainly appreciated. We are waiting on a check for some mileage, which is always great. 71 cents a mile is pretty freaking amazing. But so yeah, so that's where we're at. So we're gonna leave here probably next 2 weeks. Not this weekend, but sometime after next weekend. We'll most likely be garbanzo beans or gonzo, right? Gonzo out of Colorado. But so yeah, so that's where we're at. And so I'm soliciting my family. You guys are my favorites, right? Favor to all of you, and I say that. And so any help backwards, just a little bit to kick me out of here would be grateful. Even in the space, I'm going to do a little bit of door dashing as well. But so any help really would be favorable, really helpful, guys. And that's it. So we take the show on the road, and it's about 3 days, 2 days to Cincinnati, and most likely sleep in the car. I got a big thermal blanket, and I'll just take some naps in the car during the day, most likely, because it's easier, right? It's warmer, and exactly. And we'll drive there and do what we got to do. But yeah, so then we'll have good dining with Josh and family, and it'll be the family I've been ignoring for my entire life. And family on good dining. So there we go. Grateful. All right, so there we go. So that's what's next. We got Disney on Ice the next 2 nights. I think I'm an usher for that, so that'll be humorous, and it'll be fun to see Tigger on skates. Right, that'll loosen me up a bit, to say the least. Thanks, guys. And yeah, and it's really about releasing all of the hell, the box that I put myself in for 50 years, and didn't even know I was in. Everybody and their mother told me that I was in a box, right? And I could never see it. You can't see what you're in sometimes until you're meant to see what you're in, and then yeah, a dice, Disney on Ice. It'll be fun. And then tomorrow there's a cheerleading competition, and so I'm like at the back door there taking credentials. Some cheerleading competition over at the Coliseum for Denver Coliseum, but I don't even think it's tomorrow. I think it's over the weekend. So you are safe in all your travels, and move, Josh Buzzer. Thank you. Oh yeah, doing this at the most emotional time of year. It gets to be hard. Well, I've never really, Tina, honestly, I've never really celebrated the holidays or anything. Again, more boxy stuff for me, right? Bear with me, but I can keep talking. But I never really celebrated the holidays, and I didn't grow up in like a Catholic or Christian home or anything, and of course, me being so karmic, I couldn't really enjoy much. I push everything away as a child, but I do remember there was when I was 5. Was it 5 or 4? And I remember this. My mother's friends, my mother and father's friends, barged in one night, literally this was like 2 weeks before Christmas, with a Christmas tree. And so we did actually have a Christmas tree. So they came in and they decorated the whole thing. I mean, it was kind of cheesy, but they, from what I remember, but they did decorate it to an extent and put gifts underneath it and said, "There you go." And then they kind of hung out for and left. And went, "There you go," like the Christmas tree bomb. And so I do remember that. But no, we really didn't grow up with anything in the holidays. But it was fun. You'll get to see all kinds of Christmas decorated towns. Yeah, from the highway. Well, we drive to Kansas City, so for sure. That's always Kansas City and Kansas and Missouri, and then I don't know if I go through St. Louis, but all I think I do. All that was nice to them to do for you. It was certainly unique, but they were good friends of my parents back in. I don't remember their names or anything, but all right. So this is a channeling show, and a couple of channel announcements as well. So I will be live, not Memorex with Hershey here in an hour and 15 minutes. So at 10:30 my time, which would be 12:30 Eastern time, 11:30 Hershey time. We go live. We're doing shadow reads, specifically patterns, and what pattern. And now my patterns are all laid bare. It's as naked as can be at this point. I know why I do this. I know why I did that. I know why I smoked weed all the time as a kid, all the time. I know, all these patterns. Everything goes back to filling that hole. Boom. Every single thing. So, yeah. Pretty much, it's like the empty hole that just kept on taking, right? And so yeah, we'll be live at 10:30, 12:30, 11:30, or 9:30 if you're on Scotty Boy's Porch Crew, right? And or if you're with Shelly and Neil. So at 9:30, we'll be live doing shadow read patterns specifically. So come join us. But I'm gonna do a channeling here, guys, and see what we get here. And specifically, I'm getting two people when I come through, two energies, not people. But two energies once you come through, and there goes my ear ringing as well. So, all right, Krista, beautiful. It's Hanukkah. Hanukkah, I think it's the 14th. But yeah, I had a friend once. My mother had a friend, David Emmerman, right? He took his car. I remember this completely. He had to go to Missoula, Montana for work. He worked for Champion Paper, and I guess that's one of the main paper mills in Missoula, Montana. And so, but I remember he took his Nissan Sentra. It was like in the 80s, right? And he took an inverter. Remember, you couldn't do this. You had to like really figure it out. He took an inverter and he wrapped his entire car from top to bottom in Christmas lights. It was insane. He even cut it so that they would go around the door. It was crazy. But we're not going to do anything like that. But who knows? Maybe we'll put some lights up on the car or something as we drive back to Cincinnati here, or we'll put we'll mount an electric menorah on the car or something. There we go, and that would be fun, right? They do that in New York. They drive around with the gigantic electric. They used to in the Jewy parts of Bronx and Brooklyn and all that. They would drive around on a flatbed with a giant electric menorah, and they were battery. I don't know, electric or battery. I think electric car battery operated. I mean, it's huge, gigantic menorah. I mean, humongous. And they would drive around for hours at night with the menorah, partying on the back of a flatbed, a big flatbed truck. Yeah, with the menorah, driving it through, showing everybody it's Hanukkah. But yeah, my most Jewish friends have the most Christmas trees. She has over 30 trees. Oh wow, 30 trees. How do you get 30 trees? Wow, that's amazing. An inverter for heat, if anything, right? The power inverters that you had to plug in your car there. All right, so let's do a channeling. And again, guys, thank you all. It's been hell. Not doing good donning, I'm going to be honest, has been not good for my psyche and been hell on me, because it's what everybody's got their morning ritual, right? And so this is mine, and losing it really kind of kick like one of the pegs out of my, like you kick a leg out of a stool, all right? So it kind of like kicked the leg out from underneath me in a bit of a way there, but grateful to be back. We've missed you, Judge. Oh, thank you, PG. Thank you. Thank you. All of you guys, grateful beyond words. And thank you for any support and continued support here, just watching. Thank you. And the changes, I'm sure you guys have seen it way bigger than I have. The changes are probably that I've been going through. From the audience standpoint, it's probably, yeah, from when you're ever in a change, you don't see it, you don't feel it as big. But I'm sure you guys watching this movie called Josh, right, has been it's been like, whoa, what's going on here? So yeah, and I've missed myself in a lot of ways too. But yeah, I've never been so tired working Red Bull though. 5 a.m., getting up at 5:15, and then working till midnight. There was one day I worked till 2 a.m. It was like, how do they do that? I mean, how does that somebody have to go to 8 stores and they restock them at 7, 8 stores? I mean, even if you spend an hour just driving, that's more than 8 hours, right? And then how do you do it in less than an hour? It's not feasible. You got to pull stock. Just pulling stock can take 20 minutes, right? I don't know how you do it. It's like when I worked Amazon, right? And they suggest that you run from like get in the car, drive, stop, put it in park, take your seatbelt off, close the door, lock the door, theoretically, right? Turn off the car, lock the door, theoretically, right? Grab your package and run back to the vehicle. Nobody does any of that, right? They pull up, the side door is already wide open, right? They grab the package, they leave it running, and they jump out. But they generally don't follow all those rules, right? So if you ever see an Amazon driver driving out with their side door open, that's not legal, but it's a way to speed things up tremendously. And you do this 400 times a day, open and close, right? So 400 times a day, 500. Yeah, no fun on your arm or elbow. But yeah, so I don't know how they do it. Any of these jobs that I've been working, all these crazy physical jobs at 52. I don't know how they. I was 50 when I was working Amazon, and I mean, I managed one shift to get like 20 minutes to their time. It was like, hey, you made it. You're like 5 minutes. You're like 5 minutes too, and then one shift I was like 20 minutes, and that was it. And everything else was like, well, we got to go rescue him. He's got too many packages, and he's going to take too long. But I don't know how they pull that off. You got to. So we sit here and we may bash the Amazon. They're slow. Where's the Amazon guy? I want my, but whew, that's hard ass work. And you never know when I get to Cincinnati if that's what's available for a minute. You take what you take, right? Because you gotta. Fortunately, I'm not a bird. Why do humans have to pay to live, right? No other species. You don't see the great apes be like, Jane Goodall, here's your money, thank you. And they're not paying lease they're paying rent to the jungle, right? You don't see a tiger like, all right, my roaming area is 650 square. I roam 60 square miles, and it takes me a year to roam that, and the cost of you're not paying the jungle for your roaming square footage, right? But humans have to, right? They're not like, all right, that bird I just killed was 37.50, and I guess I got to pay that. No, they just kill the bird and eat it, right? No, we have to go. That bird we just grabbed from the grocery store might have been 37. That's an expensive bird, but you get the idea. We don't have to. Why? Why is that? Uh, I just think of these crazy things. I still have my Charlie Brown tree. Then maybe I. There you go. You're wah 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 wah. There you go. Zeus, the new dog around here, he is barking outside my door. I've been giving him meat, so he wants more. Haha. You're paying for electricity is ridiculous when is the free? It's all free. Okay, here you guys. If you didn't know this is history that you may not know. All right, so the Model T, right? The Model T came with a still. You know what a still is, right? On stilts, and you still, right? Alchemy. You turn something into something else, right? You turn potatoes into alcohol. That's a still, right? But no, in this case, the money exchange consciousness is coming to an end. Eventually, we'll be like Star Trek. Yes, I don't disagree, but it'll take a while, a good long while, but it will happen. But yeah, so the reason we were going back to what was it? There is free, right? Oh yeah, we're talking about free electricity, right? Well, so no, it just became illegal, right? It just became, and now it's sort of illegal again. Hemp, right? So it came with a still. You could plant your own hemp. Most of the people were farmers or had backyards, right? So you buy a Model T, then you plant hemp, and then it came with a still, and you created your own fuel. You could endless supply of free fuel for your Model T with hemp from the hemp still that came with the car. Thus, then here's your hidden history, right? So then, boom, hemp is now making fuel, right? Hemp, and you could also use marijuana, same product, right? Just doesn't, it's the same idea. So you could use that too, right? And of course, in the paper industry, hemp. Oh, okay. So then they start making paper out of hemp and all right. And you see where this is going here, right? And so Rockefeller presses the president, right? For to make that not, it's cutting up the gas stations, right? What about my money, right? And so hemp became illegal, right? So they make hemp illegal. Then the Office of Drug Control, right? Harry Anslinger, right? The drug office, the United States Drug Policy Office that they first started with a guy named Harry Anslinger came into fruition to make marijuana illegal. So now, no more paper, no more still, no more getting high. Now they can also do other things, but we're not going to go there. And so, yeah, so one of the main reasons why marijuana / hemp was made illegal in this country was because Rockefeller did not want people driving a Model T to make their own gas. There you go. So weed was never illegal based on, well, it was illegal based on certain racial things, but we don't need to go there. But it was illegal based on the fact that you could turn it, you could just grow it, right? And it would grow within 40, 60 days. You can make your own gas, right? And so there you go. It wasn't even about smoking it, but making fuel is the main reason why it was. This is the reason for prohibition. Partly, yes, that too. You could make alcohol into gas, and there was there's all kinds of hidden history as to why things became illegal. But yeah, that is definitely one of the reasons there for sure, Tina. The Model T changed every year. The Model A and the Model T changed everything in America because when Ford's like, just make your own gas. You can use whiskey. It doesn't, right? There you go. You could do that too, and just put it in the still and let it ferment. And it's not hard. This thing will drive on anything, pretty much. They'll ignite. And so, well, the only thing they wanted to ignite was Standard Oil's gasoline station. So there's your hidden history. But we're the boys of Texaco. We've come to right. We could have the water car. There's a guy in Cleveland who built a car that went like 400, 500 miles in a gallon of water. You could go like halfway across the country. It's water injected, so it just recycled the same water and inject it in high pressure through the and push the car forward, right? And well, once he put it on the news in Cleveland, he disappeared like a week later. He was on the news up near Cleveland, and yeah, so a week later, his house was raided and he disappeared. He died. Oh well, these things happen. That's how people heated their homes and kept livestock healthy. Exactly. All meds are natural. The man came with children alone and got an old fried oil. We can do it. We all can do it. That's true. And all meds are actually not natural. Like Tylenol is made of coal tar. But if you didn't know that, coal tar. Acetaminophen is coal tar. Thank you very much. Much love. Yes, they've got us eating oil purposely, right? Most of your medications are oil-based too. Not all of them, but a lot of them. But yeah, so if you take acetaminophen, Tylenol, no wonder why it doesn't break down in the liver well. Causes big liver problems. Is because it's so yeah, it's made of coal tar. Yep, they disappear. That's how people. Same thing if you speak up too much about what's CPS. Cincinnati Public Schools. I don't know, but that's what every time I think CPS. But I have no idea. Chicago Public Schools. All right, so I did promise a channeling here. Hey, sir, do you believe in? Of course, Lord Shiva. Of course, Truth the Official. Of course, I do divination to not every day, unfortunately, but I do divination to Ganesh and to Lakshmi. So no, of course, mantra. Shiva, was it Kali or was it Shiva that pushed Krista to the ground? I think it was Shiva that pushed Krista to the ground and smashed up her nose. Was that Krista? If you're listening, Krista, was that Kali or was that Shiva that knocked you to the ground? I think it was Lord Shiva. But yeah, I've done Shivaratri. So Truthy, I stood up all night doing Shivaratri. So yeah, all night long. I didn't do all the chanting. I couldn't, but I stayed up all night in honor of Shivaratri with somebody who chanted. So, but I did do some chanting. So yeah, no, of course, yes, without question. Sun up to sundown, or sundown to sun up. Is there any evidence for Shiva's existence? I don't know. Yes, in my soul there is, but either way. All right, so we're gonna do a channeling here. India has the evidence for Shiva, to say the least. Shiva, Kali, all of them. They exist as much as anything else, and if one exists, then they all have to exist, generally speaking. All right. So from my end, I'm going to do a channeling. So more existence, right? And let's see what we get here. We're not going to go too long. We have about 15 minutes here, which is about perfect. So the high CBD stuff is really helpful. CBD is always good. It's an anti-inflammatory. One of nature's best anti. So yeah, instead of taking like coal tar Tylenol, guys, you could take aspirin. At least that's natural, right? Or you could take CBD. That could do just as. Um, I don't know if it'll block the brain receptors from like a headache, but yeah. I called 911 and told them that there are armed people at my door. They operate illegally and definitively unlawful. It's pretty corrupt up here. Oh wow. Favor. Yeah, and if you don't know, Lindsay's in like rural maritime Canada. So like in the part of the United States or the North America, not the United, she's in Canada, but the part of North America that hangs over New York into the ocean, that's where she's at. And but yeah, stay safe, Lindsay, for sure, without question. Uh, Past stuff, favor. All right, so we're going to channel. I am a channel. I channel Archangel Raphael, Saint Germain, Goddess Isis, Kuan Yin, Sekhmet, White Buffalo Calf Woman, and more. And do so on the daily here. So with you guys. And so here we go. So Mother Goddess Isis here, and we are grateful to be channeling for you through Josh to you, right? We are talking about healing wounds that you don't know you have. We are talking about healing the mother wound for Josh, but we are talking about for yourself. What wound are you carrying that you might not know that you have? For Josh, he carried the wound of his mother, the wound of unhealed trauma for 50 years. What have you been carrying around, and have you been carrying anything in your universe that long if you are of that age? That is the question Mother Isis is asking of you today, to look into yourself and see what have people been telling you. For your channeler here, he has been told he has been in a box. He has been sad, felt sad, looked sad all his entire life. He had been sad, angry, right? He had not known why, but in his universe, it has always been percolating behind the scenes, right? So what is it in your universe? Mother Isis is asking for you to look into the eye of the center of to see for yourself, right? What are you? What is your trauma? What has been blocking you? What has been holding you in the box? What has been holding you in the eye of the Ankh, so to speak, in the womb of the Ankh? Mother Isis is asking you to look inside yourself and see if there's any hidden blockages that you have not yet seen. Ask your universe to show you if there is anything that has been blocking you, anything that is standing in your way, anything that has been blocking your frame, so to speak. Mother Isis wants you to understand that we are all filled with trauma. Each and every one of us is born in traumatic space, right? You are coming from the womb and you are instantly brought into this new universe. You are seeing the neon lights, right? The bright lights over your head. You are in this strange new universe in the hospital, right? And you aren't unaware of anything. So everything is traumatic at first, right? But once you boil into yourself, what traumas have you been carrying through from your childhood? What programming? We're not talking about the basic traumas of life, right? We all understand that. But what have you been programmed with that you might not know that you are carrying? For your channeler, it had been the space between him and his mother, right? The hole that was the womb, that was never filled, right? The space that was always looking to be filled with other things, with other people, with other energies, with other universes, right? Always looking outside for what is, not looking in, right? So from your end, is there something in your universe yet to reveal? Maybe you don't have anything, but if you do, can you allow it to come forth? Can you allow it to stand forth in your frame? And can you allow yourself to bring it forth for you? Mother Isis is asking for you to mirror back to yourself what you are not seeing. Mother Isis is asking for you to stand in the frame of what you are not seeing. And Mother Isis is asking for you to stand in the space of healing today, right? There is no time, there's no separation between you and healing, right? If you are on the path to healing something that you have been carrying for a lifetime, right? There is no better time than when you are healing it to heal it. Do not feel as if you have lost anything in your universe, and do not feel as if time has taken, because it is all lessons, right? And if you are standing here today and there's something that is healing in your frame, something that may have taken an expansive amount of time to heal, right? Time to even recognize and time to stand in. Can you love yourself with compassion for not seeing what wasn't there? Can you stand in the frame of understanding to yourself for the energies that you could not see, that you were dancing around, that were swimming inside you, leaving holes, leaving energetic space, right? Whatever that is for each and every one of you, and each and every one of you have something or had something, right? That you had to walk through, that you had to energetically extract and understand from yourself in order to heal, right? There's nobody on this planet generally who has walked into perfect energy. All of us are carrying something, whether it's a twinge from our childhood, a missing piece from maybe a friend, or in ourselves, we are born with fear or lack from another lifetime that we have carried over. There is always something that you are carrying in your frame for you to learn from. None of your frames are perfect. And the question we are asking of you today is, can you recognize what is left inside of you to heal? And can you embrace that? Can you stand in that? And can you help to plug the wounds, the holes inside you, inside your frame, and inside your universe? Mother Isis is asking of you today to take a look deeper inside yourself. A lot of us know where our energy is missing from, right? Where the hole is, right? A lot of us know that we have been X our entire universe, so that we have been Y, right? That we have pushed something out of our frame, or that we have been grabbing onto something in fear. What is it for you, and can you acknowledge and stand in it in honesty in yourself and your universe today? That is what Mother Isis is asking of you. And can you stand in that frame, choosing the healing as your channeler is doing? Support his healing, support your healing, whoever you choose. Support anyone who is healing. One heals, we start to heal the whole collective. As one heals their self and their wounds, they can step out in an energy that can show healing to others as well. Well, you have been watching Good Dunning for years, for a year now, year and a half, right? You have been seeing the shift in the healing, the evidence of more healing, and the evidence of change. You have been seeing where in a living universe people and your channeler can grow and see where his universe is needing change. Where in yours can you allow for that as well? And can you stand in that frame today? Can you stand in the change that you are looking for? Stand in the change of who and what you really are, and see for yourself where you have been programmed or programmed yourself energetically, or stood in energies that are no longer serving you to create more change in your universe. Has there been people you have been pushed out of your universe? Has there been situations that have been actually good for you that you have karmically destroyed because you could not handle it, right? What's going on in your universe? Are you taking that deeper inner look? Mother Isis is asking you today to do so. As you go forward, as you see those in healing, support them however you choose. As you see those in healing, ask them if you are needing assistance. What are you doing to heal? As you see those in healing, see yourself in the same healing energies, right? You are the energy that you choose. And if you choose to be healing for yourself, you will be the healing energy, the love that you have been looking for. And you will allow that love that you are needing to come into your universe to receive the healing that you are looking for. Otherwise, you can stand in the karmic energies. You can stand in all the frame of the trauma that you have experienced, and you can think that is real and push all of the healing outside of your frame, right? But know this: it is not you that are healing; it is the body, right? You, as sauce, are perfect. Releasing transmission. All right. There we go. Shake that up. I'm back. Had to sit with my citrine and smoky quartz. Beautiful. Speaking of citrine and smoky quartz, tomorrow we will rescue the citrine from the snow-locked car. And so we will have that. We're going to use citrine and smoky quartz tomorrow and Saturday as well. We're going to revamp a few things here to keep energies moving in kind of the same direction here so that we start to get a larger effect on. And as we go through the stones here, we will also be looking at where they help on the shadow side. While we are energetic beings of love and light, right? We are also energetic beings that have a shadow side, have a dark side, have a side that needs to be integrated. So while I'm moving to my mother's and healing that whole, I'm not dismantling the shadow side that came with it, right? There's a shadow side that had to come as part of that, grow on the side along with me to help me manage to survive, right? So what did I do as a teenager? I smoked a lot of pot, this, that, and the other. Those are my shadow things, right? Part of my shadow things that I did to what? Soothe over the pain, to continue to survive. And what are you doing in the shadow? We're going to release a lot of that through the smoky quartz. Today, we're just going to bring it all to surface. Tomorrow, we're going to use the citrine to scrub it off. And we're going to use the citrine on Saturday as well to create a different space. But for the moment, let's work with the smoky quartz. And what we're going to do today is to recognize our shadow with the smoky quartz and to not stand in it, but to recognize and separate the energies that we are wanting to remove, the darkness that we are standing in, and to allow ourselves. We don't remove the shadow. I may have said that, but we really want to integrate those energies. We don't want to be standing and living within the shadow. There we go. As I probably did for years and years and years and years and years on end, living directly. Fun facts. Citrine pairing with smoky quartz. This is awesome. Hershey creates energy stronger than the sun when used with the healing unseen within. And wow, good dawning, Angie. Good dawning, just in time. So fun fact, pairing citrine, which we're going to do tomorrow, and this is actually energy information I got from Hershey directly. So the citrine, using the citrine tomorrow, came from Hershey and her book, the Stone Bible, the Crystal Bible. So yeah, so good dawning, grand rising, Angie. So yeah, so tomorrow we're gonna use the citrine. Today we're just gonna, it's in my car and it's kind of locked in snow, and so we're gonna pull it out today, right? But yeah, so here we go, guys, with your permission, and of course, again, at 10:30 today, guys, 45 minutes from now, I will be live. Josh, I'm filtering. Fluttering by to send you love and support, getting ready for butterfly readings. I'll love you, Linda, and thank you. And so Linda will be live at 10, and then Hershey and I are going to be live at 10:30 behind Linda there. So at 10 o'clock, guys, check out Linda at Butterfly Readings. And yeah, I will even, I'll do this here. Let's pin message. I will pin that because all I have to do is tap on her, and you can get to her channel when we're done here, if y'all wanted to, right? But she'll be live in 15 minutes, guys. And then I'll be live with Hershey on Hershey's channel, and Hershey, the Shadow Reader. We'll be live together doing pattern work. And I will see you guys in about 30 minutes. Well, 10:30, so 45 minutes there. Let's work with the smoky quartz for a few moments. And then we're going to bring everything to surface tomorrow and allow things to fester on surface. Why? So we can clear them, right? So tomorrow, then, we're going to clear energies with the citrine and the smoky quartz. Today, we're going to use the smoky quartz to see what's on the surface and, of course, vacuum a few things out of our aura as well, right? Out of our energy field that don't need to be there. Definitely Dubani acts as a powerful pair together. And yeah, as I got that information, as Hershey messaged me that today, like, hey, absolutely, we're going to grab the citrine out of my landlocked car to my frozen car, Tundra, the frozen Tundra of my car, and utilize that. But yeah, so I'll be curious to see how well it works. But here we go, guys. So with your permission, and this is smoky quartz. I get this from Chloe. So it may not. It's more quartzy than smoky, but it is smoky quartz. But it will work. It is in the smoky quartz family. It's just not dark. All right. So here we go, guys. And with your permission. All right. So what we're doing right now is bringing energies with the smoky quartz. We're vacuuming up the aura. So we're going to clean off anything that's like hanging out that just needs to, anything that's like causing functional friction, right? And you know what I mean by function? It's like just annoying energies, things like I'm just tired, I'm frustrated, these things are driving me nuts. You get to a traffic light and the traffic light is really driving you nuts, but normally it's like no big deal. You just, the music isn't doing it for you. So we're going to just kind of clear some of that, take all of that off with the smoky quartz. You have to ground into removing that energy though. The smoky quartz won't do anything if you're not willing to release those energies. I'll keep that in mind. And then tomorrow we're going to dive deeper, but we're going to use this as a surface level clear for today. And then tomorrow we're going to dive deeper with the citrine to start pulling out, literally pulling out in combo there, working on the shadow and integrating with the citrine and using the power of even more powerful than the sun. So there we go, guys. And bringing in that shift that we're all really looking for. And knowing where your hole is, whatever that is for you, and knowing where my hole is energetically. All the years I sat in that energy and didn't know what I was feeling. Pure hell. All right, so let's clear this off, clean some energies. And so Angela, like I said, I did not yet send your stone, but it's boxed up with a few other things. And since I'm packing to move, there'll be a few other things in there as well for you. I was kind of like, what do I do here? It's got to get shipped, but I really want to find some things additional to put in there because I all the waiting and whatnot. So, but yeah, we will get that for sure. And there's a few things, yeah, since we are moving. And you know what? Moving kind of lets you see that, okay, I am grateful. I'm going to share some of my stuff too, right? And so that's what we're doing. Whew. So what is it in your field, energetically, in your auric field, outside of yourself and whatnot, that is blocking you? And so we're scraping that off here. And just basic energy that's on the outside. Tomorrow we're going to dive into we're going to work on the different chakras. I'll hunt you down. Yeah, there we go. No, maybe we'll meet for lunch, if nothing else. And yeah, when we're only talking 45 months, drive up the highway. There you go. We'll go to Skyline. Gold Star is better, but Empress chili is the best. But if Cincinnati style chili, if you don't know what that is, chili spaghetti, it's spaghetti, chili, and then one of the main ingredients in the chili is like a dark chocolate bar or cocoa. Yeah, it's good stuff, right? And then cheese, onions, no beans. You could do beans, but you don't have to. Beans are, you choose the cheese or the onions, but a one way would be just chili and nothing. And then 2 ways chili and cheese, 3 ways chili and onions, and 4 ways with beans. Or you can shuffle it around. I just want beans. But a 4 way would be chili, onions, beans, and cheese. And we're talking a mound of cheese, right? All right, so we're pulling off energies from our field, from our auric field. We're kind of scrubbing off any blocking energies, anything that's heavy. Well, yes, that's so cool. Similar situations with my husband and his brother when they were little. They're best friends still. Awesome. Gotta go, Jem. Sending blessings, positive vibes to you all. See you soon. All right, much love, Hershey. All right, guys, we're going to seal this off here and pretty much close it out. And we're going to roll into tomorrow with the citrine, and we're going to work on integrating some of that shadow. And do some more shadow work. And then that's not going to stop on this channel. But all right, guys, let's seal this up. Just a short one. We're just doing a quick scrubbing of the aura today. So shake it out, if you would. Literally shake it out. If you move around a little bit, we'll dump some of that heavier aura energy sitting on the aura off. And yes, exactly, Lindsay. I see. Lovely, Lindsay. All right, so yeah, so we're shaked off here. And much better. All right, guys. So there we go. And tomorrow we're going to Again, we'll work with the citrine and the smoky quartz. We will ISIS cards, and I don't know. We'll see what comes up. Any help you guys want to provide, I would be eternally grateful. We're looking to get out of here as soon as we can, and time to go heal with mom. And I'm grateful. All the links are in my channel description there on the main page there. So thank you. Join Butterfly Readings, Linda. She'll be live at the top of the hour. We'll be live at the bottom of the hour. And we will see you hopefully there. And thank you guys. Thank you for being a rock in my universe, all of you. And I endeavor to be one in yours, and we will keep good dining. Good dining ain't going anywhere, and it'll be fun. We'll have the drive out. We'll have a good dining at live. And you can see me in the road, and it'll be good. Lunch, coffee, something. You bet your ass, to say the least. There, Angela, and Angela and I will go live together at some point, and you'll see. It's all shifting, guys, and it's good. You just got to let it shift. I've been fighting the shift. It's time to move on here. Love you guys. Love you so much, PG. Love you all so much. Each and every one of you. I can hear, but YouTube acting up. All right, guys. With that, let's close out with the group hug. Take our left arm up, put it to the person to our left, and our right arm up, and put it to the person to our right. We make a big huddle, a big circle like you would see in like football or Australian rules football or rugby, but we're not going to push each other down the field, right? And so I take my heart chakra, we'll take our heart chakras, and from our left hand here, we send it out to each and every one of us as I send my love and my heart out of my left hand and send it through to each and every one of us through my heart and your heart. You're sending your heart as well. And as we spin up faster, like the big large Hadron Collider, we turn into one big heart, right? One big energy. And as your heart meets my heart and turns into one bigger heart, we take that love like a reverse tornado, and we connect it, bing, into the greater source field. And we see each other in the greater source field in amazing love and peace. And we see each and every one of us in amazing love and peace as well. And we see each and everybody today allowing themselves to step into healing. We see each and everybody today allowing themselves to find where they are, I'm saying broken, but where they have had patterns that needed healing, where they are standing in energy that has been disjointed since they were a child, where they're standing in a frame that is a little bit off kilter. We're favored to everybody in planet Earth today as they can see, and as they step forward in their day, they wake up to see where they're disjointed, where they're reaching out, where the energy is broken in their field, where they are standing in trauma. We see each and everybody willing, of course, then to heal that trauma as well. So we see everybody in the greater source field stepping into the energies of healing, allowing the universe to step forward and show them where they're broken, where they've had, not broken, but where they've had broken patterns, where they've done things that are not healthy for their universe, where they've been living in energies that have been taking them out of the frame, out of the life that they want. We see each and everybody healing that. We see each and everybody striving to heal that, and everybody on this planet working to be their highest love, their highest joy, and their highest vibration. We see each and everybody here, of course, doing so as well, working through that with each other, through talking with each other, of course, as we can do on Discord, showing up for each other in our shows and YouTube, and really being of energy for each other as we step forward into the healing, the clearing of our old patterns, of our old self, into the more unified, loving self that we know we are. With that, of course, we see Mother Gaia with no X's or O's in her sky, and of course, no forever chemicals or plastics in her soil, on her soil, or in her waters, of course. And we see each and every one of us healing those wounds, whatever those core wounds are for us, and shaking off all that old energy and standing in the frame of healed and healing today. With that, we close out by saying hallelujah. So it is, wah, and so it shall be. Yes, comfort for you, but it's also my body. It's not easy for me to be touched all the time, even though I'm giving to you. It gets old enough to get some of that. Beautiful. All right, guys, we're going to close out here. Thank you so much, all of you. Appreciate each and every one of you. I will see you all tomorrow, live, not Memorex, and of course Saturday as well now. And so welcome back to Good Dawning, guys, in its glory. And I love you all, and thank you. Anybody who has donated or wants to donate, thank you. I am grateful. We are all grateful. Thank you all for being a big part of my universe and help being there energetically, being there in support. And so I support each and every one of you. Love you guys. And of course, I'll see you all in the next. Thanks, guys.